freaking nice out. It is awesome out here. Only problem is I got martins trying to dive bomb me, but that's cool. Maybe we'll get to see some live action aerial stunts today. Hey, man, I started out struggling in school. Every aspect of school, put it that way. I was bouncing off the walls. I had tons of energy. I was out of control. You know what the great thing is though? My mom saved everything. So check these out. These are awesome. Greg could be more successful in reading if he could sit still for 20 minutes, is in constant motion. Hey, I read good. Greg is a very active child. He has difficulty concentrating on one activity. That's because your activity sucks. Needs constant supervision. Too talkative during study time. Someone had to speak some sense into these kids because what you were teaching was boring. Greg shows very little self-control in his behavior. He needs constant watching and checking up on. He will try to get by with everything he can. Reprimanding makes no lasting impression on him. We are very concerned with Greg's progress in school. We would like to have a conference with you as soon as possible. Greg needs lots of review in all his work, or else he forgets it all. He dislikes anything that requires memory. The creative cannot be boxed in your rules, and hey, we do what we can get away with. That's what makes us creative. I guarantee that all of these things that these teachers wrote, and all those teachers would have never guessed that right now I have totally successful martial arts school. I travel around the world teaching and training the martial arts. I get to be a life changer. 41 years. And I'm still doing what I love. I'm still bouncing off the walls, and I'm still bouncing people off the walls. The martial arts, be it the sports I did, which is wrestling or gymnastics and all the other stuff, they literally changed my life. They saved my life when I was battling cancer and all the other ups and downs of life that you run into. They kept me positive in all the tough times, pretty much sustained me for all my life, training and guiding me through all the different avenues. The whole time I was doing this, hey, I was busy. I was working. I was going to college. You know, I had all the stresses and the strains of everybody else. But you know what? The martial arts lifestyle more than anything allowed me to do what I love. It allowed me to keep my perspective. It allowed me to push on. It allowed me to reach my goals. But even better, as I grew and I became better and wanted to teach more, I became a life changer. I became a person who was now changing the direction of people's lives, from little kids all the way up to people in their 70s. How can you not love the martial arts? How can you not love what it does for other people? So my goal is to be able to change as many people as I can. Sometimes that can be difficult, right? We have so many things that we've learned over the years from so many different arts. But you know what? That's what our job is. Our job is to take all those things that we've learned and be able to organize and develop systems and methods that allow people from all walks of life to be their good, better, best, to be happy, to be more energized, to be healthy, to be more confident and bold, to have courage in life, to be physically tougher, right? To fight all the battles that they're gonna have to deal with in life. So hey, I've always, if you ever see me, I always have a notebook. And that's been since day one, 40 years. Even as a kid, after I got done being kicked out of school, and I decided to really change who I was, I started writing down everything. What I did, my process, how I trained, the routines I did, how I combined arts, how I created curriculums, how I developed fighters, how I created a system in which people from the very, very beginner who's never done anything to the high-level collegiate athlete, and even military, law enforcement, all right? All these different people, how they can use everything that we've learned for all these years to become better at what they do, to become happier, to be more fulfilled, have energy, health, vitality. Those are what we want in life. And the martial arts is the perfect vehicle for that. But how do you organize it all? How do you put it together? How do you create these routines and these programs that will allow everybody to do what they want? And more importantly, to give you what you want so you can be more energized, excited, totally enthusiastic for what you do. Because if you're not, how are you going to give it to other people? So for me, man, 41 years and I'm still pumped up. I still get to go do what I want to do. I still get to train. I get to teach. I get to travel. But more importantly, I get to share it with hundreds and hundreds of students in my own school. I get to share it with people all over the country, internationally. I've been able to share it with students and instructors who have gone on to open their own schools, be it in the United States here, Spain, Portugal, Colombia, Latvia. I get to go to all those places and others teaching what I've really done for fun my whole life. But there was a process. There was a way that we always did it, how we organized, how we created our curriculums. And now we have a very solid curriculum and a very solid way that we can take everyone from every walk of life to become their good, better, best. And it's not only about the martial arts. It's not only about kicking and punching and submitting and swinging sticks and stabbing. It is about how do you be motivated? How do you keep energized? How do you get up in the morning and plan your day to be more productive? Have the psychology to be more effective in your life, to have the physiology to feel better. All these things I've been documenting, and I now have the source, the online university called GregNelsonMMA.com. It's your one-stop shop for the truly mixed martial arts lifestyle. Weapons, no weapons, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, grappling, mixed martial arts, Filipino martial arts, Silat, Savat, STX, training methods. How do you take a student from ground zero up? How do you create your own training programs? How do you develop a method that allows you to start your day and carry it through and be more productive? All these things are addressed, and I want you to be able to share, grow, and be the best that you can be so you can give more to those that you really care about. Hey, as I say, if you truly love what you're doing, how can you not want to share it with others? This gives you an opportunity, a platform, a foundation to build off of, and it's going to continue to be added on and growing, and it's like trees with branches going in all these different directions, but it's grounded in the roots that have allowed me to continue to grow, man, even through the worst of times, to continue to come back, relearn how to do everything from a totally different mindset, which again changed the way I looked at the martial arts and allowed it to be more used by people who aren't athletes, who aren't thinking about fighting, who just want to be healthier, have fun, and be in your school. So hey, check it out, GregNelsonMMA.com. Super excited, and I want you guys to be able to take your life and what you love to the next level and share it with everybody that you care for, that you want to change, and more than anything, just do what you love and love what you do.